The next matchup that I'm very, very excited for is Boston and Milwaukee. I want to see that one. That's the only one that really interests me. I kind of have an idea of who the top seed and the fourth seed is going to play against, Dallas and Phoenix, but I'll talk about them, Miami and Philadelphia. I know who's basically going to win. Kind of obvious, but I'll talk about them in another video. But my second most anticipated matchup is going to be Boston and Milwaukee. Unfortunately, though, Khris Middleton snapped his leg in half, and we won't see him maybe even until the finals if the Bucks make it that far. Maybe into like the later games of the Eastern Conference Finals, but Milwaukee's out of their second best player or third best player, however you see it. I really like Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday's crazy. Might be in a struggle fest. They do have this great player named Giannis, if you guys ever heard of him. He likes Oreos. But Giannis, can he take down the Boston Celtics? They actually have the same record, 51 and 31, both. Okay, it's interesting. I'm trying to look up stats to see how well they match up. Off the top of my head, I believe Milwaukee beat them in the last matchup. Let me just take a look real quick. Milwaukee versus Boston. Yeah, so far in most of the matches, the last two matchups in the Christmas Day. Wow, that's an underrated Christmas Day matchup. That's when the Celtics were bad, though. That's how you know the NBA is scripted. The Christmas Day matchup is also a big matchup, anticipated matchup. They have Phoenix Suns and Warriors, and then Bucks and Celtics. And then April 7th, where Milwaukee beat them by 6 games. They're very close margins of games. Even in the beginning of the season is December 13, where the Celtics beat them 117 to 103. Milwaukee swept them once with Kyrie Irving in their lineup. And then Boston actually beat them in 6 or 5 back when Giannis won his first MVP, something like that. Or was it in the bubble? Something within those works where Boston beat Milwaukee before and Milwaukee has beaten Boston before. Mini rivalry that no one's really talking about. Now, before we actually get into the matchup and how I really just kind of think, I want to talk about how well they match up. I want to ask you guys if you guys could leave a like on this video. It's going to help me grow my channel as I'm trying to post some daily NBA videos. I mean, I just really love basketball. Basketball's like a passion of mine. So Boston, very great defensive team. They might have a strong defensive scheme against Giannis, something maybe he hasn't seen before, because Boston's have locked into this defense. They kill Kevin Durant in 4 games. Like, that's unheard of. And they also kill Kyrie. I completed Kyrie Irving's on the team. But that Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant is not Giannis and the Bucks. Giannis and the Bucks, completely different team, completely different players in like a different system. They actually have a system instead of iso ball, but they're probably going to double off onto Giannis a lot. It's going to be a struggle fest for Giannis, I think, but he also always bulldozes his way through double teams anyway, so he gets the context he need, and he also finished through context, and he is not scared of shooting the ball. So sometimes you can get the Giannis 3, maybe multiple Giannis 3s. It's going to look nasty against the Boston Celtics, because even whatever defensive scheme you have, when an all-time great is running at you, they're going to score. They're going to have their numbers. So all you do is limit them and make the other players step up. Now, unfortunately for Boston, though, Milwaukee does have players that step up. Jrue Holiday dropped 30 one of those playoff games, I swear. I don't remember off the top of my head, but Jrue Holiday did drop 30. He dropped 20 multiple times. Does he not have a all-defensive team style? I feel like he does, but if he's not, that's criminal. So does Klay Thompson. He needed back in the day an all-defensive selection. And there's no Khris Middleton. Bobby Portis is there, but there's not a lot of size except for Giannis. Pause. For the series at all. I don't think they match up super well because Giannis is humongous. But on the offense end, I think Jason and Jalen can offer about the same amount of offense as Giannis. So that's where they match. I think it's all going to be how all the other players step up. Because we need Marcus Smart to be on his game. We need Al Horford to be on his game. We need Boston to really put all the pressure they did from the Brooklyn Nets onto Milwaukee and see how they really match up. I don't know. It's hard for me to really pick a winner here. Milwaukee also has championship pedigree, which is experience. They've gone deep in the playoffs. They are not worried. They are so confident. They went down 0-2 and they just came back and won 4 straight against Phoenix. Just no worries at all. But they don't have Khris Middleton, so it's gonna be pretty hard. I don't know. I think this game, everyone says it could go 7 games, but I hate watching YouTubers who make predictions because they always go 6. This team in 6, this team in 7. Like, it's always such a basic answer. It's just a safe answer, but most series like this probably go 6 games. Picking a winner out of these two might be hard though, because you're underestimating Boston or you're underestimating Milwaukee if you say 5 games. but it could just happen in 5 games too. So I don't know. I'm just talking in circles. I really don't know. Let's see. In terms of overall, I have a bias on who I think I really want to win, because I thought I want the Pelicans to win against the Phoenix Suns, because my Warriors don't have to face off against the Phoenix Suns then. But I think Giannis match up really well against Boston anyways, so I pretty much think I should give it to Giannis. It might be a hot take. I think most people would take Boston just from the injury of Khris Middleton, but I don't think that's the whole picture here. I don't think that's the end all be all for Milwaukee. I think Giannis is such a great player. I think he can bulldoze through Boston. I know that's not the popular take, but I have a feeling, I have an inkling that Milwaukee might take it from Boston in 6 games. I know. I'm super basic. I chose 6 games just like everyone else, but I chose Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee can take this in 6 or 7 games. I'm going to go with 6. That's my prediction for the second round of Milwaukee and Boston. Giannis has a chance. It's going to be a great matchup. It's going to be the second best matchup in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. There are no wrong opinions down here. Whatever you guys think, completely fine. If you guys call me a dumbass, it's kind of mean. But let me know why you guys think I'm a dumbass. I feel like they match up. I feel like they don't match up super well against each other, but it's giving me a really great game because one side has really strong guards and wing positions, while the other one has size and Portis and obviously Giannis. So it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be a great series. I'm for sure gonna watch all of it. Oh wait, no, I can't watch all of it because probably in the middle of it I have to watch Warriors and Memphis because they're on the same. They're only like 2.5 hours apart. So unless Milwaukee's blowing out Boston or Boston's blowing out Milwaukee, we're gonna have to skip the end of it. But we'll for sure cover those matchups when they finish. But anyways, my name's Ben Alpha. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Please leave a like on this video to support the channel and to help me grow it. And anyways, my name's Ben Alpha, like I said before, and I'm out. Peace.